Hello everyone and welcome to a Danthrax Games tips and tricks video. I've been playing an absurd amount of Fallout Shelter, the free mobile title from Bethesda released after E3 to stoke up all the hype for this year's release of Fallout 4. Since I have an Android phone, I had to wait until a recent patch adding Android support, and unlike many players who hopped in right away on iOS, the level of difficulty for this game has gone up quite a bit. In this video, I'll be showing you some basic tips and elaborating on them to help you avoid having a vault astrophy. Oh yeah, that's a thing. First up, don't expand too quickly and try to catch up. Especially if you're playing on Android, you might feel like you have some catching up to do, but the truth is, your progress really isn't being compared to any other players in any significant way. There is a leaderboard, but really don't even think about it, and although Bethesda does give you some daily performance reviews, they're basically just an incentive to keep playing daily and give you some free rewards along the way, including a free lunchbox every week. So go slow, get familiar with all the mechanics, and don't breed up mountains of vault dwellers until you really know what to do with them. Following up on my first point, expansion includes upgrading your buildings, as well as building new ones and increasing population. I've found more challenging attacks from mole rats only occur after you've upgraded some key rooms like the diner. Avoiding bigger upgrades until you need them keeps the attacks from starting before you're ready. I found it easier at the start to build a second room for production rather than upgrading the first. Having duplicate rooms does use a bit more electricity, but still beats having your early population wiped out entirely by mole rats. Lunchboxes are a fun way to get some of the best gear and dwellers in the game. Getting a Fat Man rocket launcher early in the game is possible through lunchboxes, so pay attention to your objective screen and aim for those goals. The game will allow you to abandon one objective a day, so if you see something ridiculous, drop it for a more tangible goal. Most objectives will reward caps, but get them done as quickly as possible. The next objective you get may reward a lunchbox instead. It is possible to have multiple lunchbox rewarding objectives at the same time. Exploring is vital. At first, I was hesitant to send my dwellers off to explore, worried they would die or that one less pair of hands generating resources would cause problems. Especially at the start of the game, exploring is absolutely crucial. Your first gun should go to your vault dweller with the best E stat you have, same with the first E boosting outfit. For best results, send them exploring in the morning and recall them just before bedtime. It takes half the time they spent exploring to return, so if you use that strategy, they will return just as you're waking up each morning. The longer they explore, the better loot they find. Explorers will automatically use stim packs and rataways as needed, and do not take damage on their return back to the vault. So once you recall them, don't worry, they will make it back every time. Explorers also have some great dialogue in their overview screen, so be sure to read up for extra fun details. They'll encounter strange people and situations in the wastes, and it's usually a good laugh to go through. That last tip plays strongly into this one: outfit and gear up your dwellers. The sooner every vault dweller has a stat boosting set of clothes, a gun capable of dealing with raider attacks, or radroach and mole rat infestations, the better. In my first playthrough, I drastically underexplored and over-upgraded, resulting in mole rat attacks my dwellers were completely incapable of fending off. Your rate of expansion, especially at the start, should closely mirror the amount of gear you're bringing in. Levels help with survivability too, so check in often and level up. Don't overplay the game. Yeah, at first I was really drawn in. As a huge fan of the Fallout universe and eager for new content, I sat in my desk drawn into my phone all day. The catch is, the more you play, the more accidents occur. Raider attacks, fires, and infestations won't take place when you're not in the game. By playing less, you give your dwellers a chance to heal up from the incidents you can't avoid. Take frequent breaks. I found I got the best mileage out of the game when I would sneak a peek every half hour throughout the day, grabbing resources, level ups, and bailing. Get to know how the rooms work with each other. The further rooms are from a power generator, the more electricity they use. The more power, water, and food generators you have, the bigger reserves you can hold. Unused buildings still burn up electricity, so don't build stuff you don't need. Storage rooms love to catch fire. Only build them when you need them. Building additional med bays increases the total number of stim packs and rataways you can store. Learn which buildings are important to group together and which are fine being spread apart. Train your workers. Education makes a big difference, especially later in the game once you reach a population of 50 or more and can build a gaming room to raise your dweller's luck stat. Take turns and train your workers in their core stats. After they have their core stat, get them trained in luck as well. Higher luck stats help increase the chance of a successful rush and increase your explorer's returns each time they go out. Explorers benefit from high stats across the board, so once you have enough gear, give a new dweller a chance to explore and train up your usual guy. This last tip is really more about enjoying the game than anything else. Don't buy lunchboxes. The fun in Fallout Shelter comes from opening lunchboxes, and you can freely obtain them by completing objectives. This is really the core of the game. As soon as you spend money buying lunchboxes or Mr. Handies, you've changed the game from having a challenge into little more than a Vault home designer software. Take your time, enjoy the experience, and you'll get far more out of the game. Let's not encourage Bethesda's investors to start pushing out freemium titles. I hope you found this video helpful. The footage for this video was recorded using BlueStacks on PC, so if you see graphical problems, just assume they're due to the somewhat weird method I've used to get full screen footage from the game onto my computer. A lot of people have slammed Fallout Shelter, but I hope you managed to enjoy it for the simple teaser experience it's meant to be. As long as you don't buy lunchboxes, you'll have no real regrets. If you found this video to be helpful, consider liking the video or tossing me a subscribe. I love all my fans. Thank you so much for your support. Subscribing will make sure that you get video updates in the future. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.